Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to school. Hi, today is Tuesday, February 8th, 2022. We're glad you're back with us for a day of learning as we get started on this terrific Tuesday for learning. I'm in Mrs. Gillespie's classroom, second grade. Whoop, whoop. Special shout out to them. Hey, I'm here today. I'm in her classroom. It's such a great, vibrant classroom. Lots of things going on. I love that they have some of their second step things up here. Talking about skills for learning. These are the things we remember when we're in class. We want to make sure we're focusing our attention on what's going on, listening, using our ears, being assertive. That means raising our hand and speaking up when we don't know something, or when we do know something, making sure we're not blurting out. We're raising our hand and advocating for yourself if you need help, and using self-talk, right? Ignoring distractions and making sure that you have that grit and perseverance to keep going and not let distractions bother you from doing your work. So this is great skills for learning, right? When you're learning in class. We've been talking about some great skills for problem solving. Remember the STEP system we talked about? First, with the STEP system, we want to try and say what the problem is, right? So say the problem. Then we want to think of solutions. There's more than one solution to a problem. So we want you to list all the solutions or possible things you can try. That's thinking of solutions. Exploring consequences. We want you to think consequences can be good and positive outcomes, or they can be bad or negative outcomes or consequences. So think of, when you think of solutions and you come up with a list of things to try, you want to explore the consequences and try and pick ones that have good outcomes, positive outcomes for you. Those are good consequences. And then the last step is P. You pick one of the things you thought of, right? The one that probably is going to be the best for you, the most positive for you. Not every person is going to pick the same outcome. They're not going to pick the same solution at the end, because we all have different things that we're thinking will help us solve a problem. So you and I could have the same problem, or you and your friend can have the same problem. And as you're picking through and deciding, right, trying to decide on which ones to maybe try, you may decide and pick a different solution to that problem. But that's what we do when we solve problems, right? We want to make sure that we're coming up with one that at the very end, we're going to pick a solution that's positive, has good positive consequences, and is going to work out for us. All right, so keep that in mind. Hey, today on our lunch menu, we have grilled cheese sandwiches and seasoned corn, or you can have a turkey and cheese sandwich. Thank you, Miss Claudia, for offering those awesome, delicious meals to us. Hey, 2 birthdays today. Woo! Happy birthday first to Deriza Lopez Casas, and happy birthday today to Ava McConnell. So happy birthday to the two of you. You can come on down and pick out of the birthday bucket this morning. As you know, we're celebrating Black History Month. I've got two people that I don't know if you've ever heard of before, but they have made significant contributions to our community and our society. The first one is Madam C.J. Walker. So Madam C.J. Walker, she actually started her own cosmetics company and hair products company. She actually became the first woman who's a self-made millionaire. That's right. So she was born in 1867, so she lived in the 1860s up to almost 1920. She was an African-American entrepreneur. That's a person that creates their own business. So she was an entrepreneur, she was a philanthropist. So what she did was she took a lot of her money and gave that to charities. And she also was a political and social activist. Like I said, she was recorded as the first female of any color, first female self-made millionaire in America. That is amazing. She made her fortune, like I said, developing and marketing cosmetics and hair care products for Black women through the business that she founded. And again, she also made donations to numerous charities, and she also was a patron of the arts. So very well-known businesswoman and the wealthiest self-made Black woman in America. That's Madam C.J. Walker. Pretty cool. There's a great movie about her that I watched that is really interesting and really cool. The other person I wanted to share with you is Charles Drew. Charles Drew is an American surgeon And he was so instrumental in starting blood banks. So what was interesting with Charles Drew was he was born in 1904. He died in 1950. He, like I said, was an American surgeon, but also a medical researcher. He researched the field of blood transfusions, and he developed techniques for blood storage, and that's how we started blood banks. And he applied that expert knowledge to developing large-scale blood banks during World War II. This allowed medics to save thousands of lives during the war because of that. And like I say, he's most prominent in his field for also doing something really important. Back then, a long time ago, they actually segregated, that means they separated the blood from people that were white and people that were black. And he's like, we don't need to do that. So he protested against the practice of racial segregation of donation of blood because it didn't have any scientific value to it. And he actually resigned. He was in the position with the American Red Cross, and he actually resigned his position because he just did not believe that there was any science behind that, why you would separate their blood. And they actually finally changed that practice in 1950. So blood was separated, whites and blacks' blood at blood banks. And so he was like, why are we doing that? So they finally stopped that policy in 1950. But Charles Drew, very famous surgeon and researcher, and was the one who started blood banks and realizing what you can do with blood transfusions to help people save their lives during World War II. Pretty significant people. So Madam C.J. Walker, and we have Charles Drew. So we'll put those up on our wall. I hope you get a chance to go by and read more information about these awesome Americans in our society that contributed so many things to their different fields. Medicine, as you can see, business. Also, we see people, political people, athletes, artists, all walks of life. So I hope you get a chance to look by the library and check that out, as well as go to the library and check out some of those books on those men and women as part of the Civil Rights Movement and Black History Month. All right, boys and girls, let's have a great day of learning. Let's take care of yourselves, help take care of each other, and always remember, your Freiland's family cares about you. Teachers, please lead your students in the Pledge of Allegiance. Boys and girls, we'll see you soon. Have a terrific Tuesday.